Yes! Let's go, guys! Alright. One win and a couple games go our way, and we're in the playoffs. Like, let's go, Rams. Here we go. This is what it's like. But yeah, Thursday Night Football recap. Here are the highlights.
Touchdown, Drew Brees, take a bow. The Los Angeles Rams are world champions.
Waste in the shifting in motion, and then a sidearm pass to Nakua, and off goes the rookie for a first down. The right side looks that way, throws that way, caught. Nakua, touchdown. Crowd responds in time. Four-man rush. Carr is going to get sacked at the 49-yard line, and that's the end of that drive. Evans will hold it, and the kick is perfect. Stafford, little shoulder shake, moving, buying time, side goal attempt. And you've got a whistle. Carr, time, deep, going deep, and open and making the catch. Shaheed for the touchdown. And off they go, and that pass is incomplete. So four-man rush, deep drop, pump face. Scrambles, throws against the grain, down the sideline, caught. You've got Cup in motion. Stafford looking one way, then the other, throws, caught. DeMarcus Robinson having the night of nights.
Up here.
Play action, don't get pressure on Stafford, down the sideline, goes the pass. It's a little short in the
Let that ball.
on. Now you got Haversack, and this short one from 22, 36. Carr steps up. Carr fires. It's picked off at the 40-yard line. Intercepted there by Jordan Fuller. Second and 3. Again. Touchdown. Carr throws. Caught. Can he get to the first down marker? Juggles and he cannot. Arizona, who's there for 5 seasons. 32-yard attempt, so he is good on all the short. To the end zone. Touchdown. Jawan Johnson. Under 4 minutes now as they snap this one. Carr going for it all, and it's caught. A.T. Perry is
things that we can certainly improve upon special teams, but love this group, really proud of them, and it's going to make for a good Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you guys.
Welcome back to the Final NFL. Of course, please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy the Week 16 Thursday Night Football recap, in which the Los Angeles Rams got their biggest win of the season with a massive 30-22 win over the New Orleans Saints. Of course, they moved to 8-7 with the win. Now they can get 5 out of the last 6 off the bye. They look great. Saints fall to 7-8, but really their season comes down to next week in Tampa Bay, which probably will decide the NFC South. But of course, Rams next week, they have to go to the they have to go to MetLife to have a chance at clinching the NFC wildcard spot. Will that happen? I really don't know. Again, it really depends on Sunday, but it could happen. Saints 7-8. Again, they have that next week, but they do play in Tampa next week in a massive game. But for this one, the Saints got absolutely dominated through the first 3 quarters. It was 30-7 at a point, and then obviously the Saints scored 2 touchdowns. They either read Derek Carr 27-40, 319, 3 touchdowns, interception. Again, some big touchdowns in that fourth quarter, but overall he was terrible under pressure, and he failed to hit the throws over the middle consistently, like the critical 10-yard area. Because once you get the 50 to 20 yards downfield, like the deeper intermediate areas, he was really good. Then like the really deep part of the field, he only had like 2 pass attempts, which is usual, so it makes sense. But Derek Carr did not look as great as his stat line might show. He wasn't, again. It's a typical Derek Carr type of game with the Raiders. Running game was completely out of it. The Rams' defensive line completely dominated up front. In terms, I wouldn't say all pressure, because I do think the Saints' offensive line did at least make it hard for these Rams edge rushers to get around the edge. But up the middle, they were getting a lot of penetration against the run. They were just completely running upfield on them, which is really what you can't get if you're an offensive line. So again, the Saints' offensive line, they weren't really talked about as much of in the reason they lost. But this offensive line did not do a good enough job at holding guys up. They were still maintaining their blocks, but it was definitely shown throughout the definitely the second quarter. They could not run the football because that Rams defensive line could get up field and make it really hard. I guess like Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams really get going at all. That's why they only ran the ball a couple times there. Like Taysom Hill, no shot there. But Chris Olave led him with 9 catches for 123 yards. He was a critical guy there. Obviously, the Rashid Shaheed touchdown, the 45-yarder he had, was because of Chris Olave running that deep dig. I mean, yeah, that deep what is it called? That deep curl, and obviously, Rashid Shaheed just burned him over the top with a Cal Witherspoon. We'll get to that in a minute, but Juwan Johnson also got a touchdown, and A.T. Perry made an incredible grab for a 35-yarder. Defensively, they did an okay job in terms of tackling. I mean, Cooper Kupp broke a couple tackles here and there, but obviously they couldn't really wrap her up around, Kyron Williams, and this defense got completely torched in the secondary. They did not do a good job against either Puka or Demarcus Robinson, especially him in the first half, obviously, but for number 2 pass defense, they didn't look anything like that. I mean, they were decent in man coverage. Like, Jordan Allen looked really good, but that's really about it because they didn't get really enough pressure. Despite Carl Granderson having a sack, it definitely was not their best performance or really what I was expecting. Blake Ruby also didn't get a field goal attempt. For the Rams, though, Matt Stafford's been unbelievable over these past 5 weeks. There's no way around it. He went 24 of 34, 328 yards, 2 touchdowns. My God. Kyron also had 22 carries for 104 yards and a touchdown. Puka Nacua, he's gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year if he continues to play like this. Of course, only needs 147 receiving yards to surpass Jamar Chase for the rookie receiving yards record. Had 9 catches in a career high, 164 yards and a touchdown in this game. He was crazy. Marcus Robinson, he did all this in the first half, 6 catches, 82 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp also 6 catches, 52 yards. He dropped 2 touchdowns, of course, though I'm short. I think like 1 yarder, like an actual look like a short pass, and then the fade route in the back of the end zone. Or that DeMarcus Robinson caught. But yeah, Cooper Kupp definitely didn't have his best game of the year, but he did do a really good job blocking. Obviously, almost smashed his freaking arm, too. Thank God he's okay there. Tyler Higbee also had 3 catches for 30 yards. Defensively, I mean, again, they did give a couple touchdowns in those last drives. Kobe Durant, Kai, that was a little shady with that guy. There was contact a little bit on both sides, but he got pulled down. Because honestly, if he didn't get pulled down by A.T. Perry, though, I think he would have had the interception. He's gonna have a pick 6 one of these last 2 weeks. He's foaming at the mouth for one. It's gonna happen. Jordan Fuller had their interception, but he did bite down on that, Chris Olave, curl route, which, obviously, Derrick Kendrick, I don't know what they're trying to do there. Maybe it was like a read there, but if, Derrick Kendrick was supposed to read the play and supposed to drop back, again, that might have been his fault, or Jordan Fuller, one of those two. Again, Cal Witherspoon, he was playing that trail technique. He was not supposed to be completely glued to him, even though he did get burned. So, yeah, he was okay outside of that, though. Ernest Jones also had a sack. Jesus, Lucas Haversick missed like a 47-yard field goal. It was pretty ugly. But outside of that, this defense did a good job. The Rams offense obviously was humming. They had 458 yards total offense. The Saints, they had over 300, so I mean, I guess they did something there. But, yeah, this was definitely a game the Rams dominated for most of the way. They, of course, got a massive win of this playoff race. But with all that said, let's get rid of the keys to the game, Grant. Jesus. And for the Saints offense, Derek Carr throwing for 150 yards in the fourth quarter. He might have did that. Alvin Kamara obviously didn't get in the end zone, and they did not control the clock at all in this football game. They got completely bow-raced in that first half, and then in the second half, they really didn't get anything going until, like, the last 2 drives. Saints offensively, I like the fact you didn't get completely owned, but that was not one of your best games of the season. I have to give you 3 minuses, but defensively, definitely a big disappointment. Making 3 straight games without allowing a touchdown, obviously that did not happen. They did do a good job in the red zone, though. I'll give them that. They did make it hard on Cooper Kupp to make, again, like, easy touchdowns. Obviously, Demaro Davis was okay. He wasn't great, though. And obviously, they gave a couple 10-yard runs to Kyron. And Elijah Taylor wasn't Puka, and that didn't really amount to much. Saints defensively, one of their worst games of the season overall. 5 minuses. Yeah, not your best performance by any means. They did block a punt, though. Time for the Rams. And for LA, Stafford doing Stafford-like things. Definitely. Kyron not fumbling. He didn't. But still showing confidence. Yep, and 30-plus points. They did all those things. So Rams offense, really, again, outside of that blocked punt and a couple penalties, really nothing bad to say. Cooper Kupp, again, could have been better. Going to need him more, definitely down the stretch, but he was big in the other guys obviously stepped up. 6 pluses. Again, also this offensive line has been completely phenomenal this year. Yeah, they've had times where they've struggled at times overall, but again, this Rams offensive line has been great for them this year. And because no one's talking about them, that's usually the case. Either they're great. It's really hard to say that an offensive line. The only instances where you actually talk about the offensive line, like people like casual fans, like I'll talk about it when they were good. But it's when they're running the ball down someone's throat. They're like, yeah, the offensive line's bullying them. But that's really the only instance. Because, again, if the offensive line's just doing their job, people aren't just going to say that. Because, again, it's not noticeable. But, obviously, when they're bad, it's very noticeable. So, yeah, Rams offensive line, good job being unnoticed. Because that's exactly what you need to be. Rams defense, it's time to step up in the back end. They were... And I see that they were very good at setting the edge, and this is your season. They showed up. Rams defense, I'll probably give them 3+. Yeah, they gave some touchdowns, but, like, guys, it's going to happen. As, again, if they can continue to develop, again, I guarantee Raheem Morris will not have that same play drawn up on them again. So, this Rams defense, I get good performance. Now, that's all I got for the Week 16 Thursday Football preview. My bad. Huge win for my Rams. Let's go, guys. And now I'll get you ready tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. My bad. For the, what is it called? NFL holiday doubleheader. Again, that preview will come out tomorrow. It's the first one, I think, ever for NBC, so that'll be very interesting. No, of course, no actual Sunday Night Football this week. And with that all that said, that's all I got for you guys in the Week 16 Thursday Night Football recap. Hope you guys enjoyed and see you tomorrow.
The best free throw shooter. Clark in a straight jacket. Oh, he didn't need to do that. He threw it away.